There we go.
Hi there, welcome to the Nurturing by Nature kitchen.
Yeah, cool, hey?
Adam's here as well, maybe he is.
Never
He's
know.
been making a mess. Look, I know that you can see. Alright, he's not been making a
That's
mess.
not a mess.
Making
Kids' bedrooms, that's a mess.
of some videos. So just showcasing some of our products and how you can portion it up. So you've got to tidy that up.
Yeah, I've got to tidy it up. That's quite easy. So this is a video about Instagram reel. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
So this is going to be Instagram reel about how far the food can get you. So this was a 24 pack. It's awful now. 24 pack of chicken and a selection of other products, and this is kind of what we've turned it into.
So I'll show you what we've got. Then you can see that that's our chicken with some tripe chunks. That's our tripe chunks. These are defrosted now, I think. So this food here, oh no, they're not, they're still solid. This food here is going to go to our teams, so it's not going to go to waste. Not for them, for their pets, obviously. This one's got chicken with some that ugly beef, but dogs still like it.
Looks
Chicken.
like dinosaur teeth.
It does.
Shark teeth.
And this is the veg that we get in. That's the veg, and it crumbles up, defrosts quite quickly. So a bit of veg. Just got one of these fish. So no chicken in this one. White fish chunks, a bit of beef, some tripe, and some veg on that one.
See what you could do, which I didn't get around to doing, which was
Show me some of that in. Can I have a clean spoon?
clean spoon. It's coming up.
We've got a stuffed carcass over here. What else we got? Riblets. These are our riblets. These little guys, they're pretty good. They're good for a small breed dog. You can cut them up smaller, or a medium dog, give it to them whole. And then there's one, I can see a few of these yellow in the background. That's a day-old chick. So that's a byproduct of our egg industry. They don't exactly have a happy life. That's the Neptune's yard Adam's opening on this one here. Look.
It's got a seal, which is great.
This is half price on the website and in store this week as well.
And the week after? Next week as well? Or are we changing over at the weekend?
It's following for the following week, and then after that it's got a new offer
Cool.
coming up.
Oh, this is awful with the cameras. Anyway, we've also got a...
That one comes with a spoon. So
comes with spoons.
the newer tubs, when they're packed, they're not going to come with the added plastic spoon. You won't need that. You can just use a teaspoon. But we can put some of that in one of our packets so you can see what it looks like. And you would need just around no more than 2%. Mix it in, and it smells kind of slightly fishy, really organic-y, oceany. It smells like the sea, like the seaweed down the sea, and that's what it is. It is seaweed, fermented seaweed.
There's a joke about that.
No. Yes.
There is a joke about the seaweed.
And some of you may have noticed here we've got a little pot which is coming out this weekend. We're taking this and it's being launched in at a trade show.
Where are you going this weekend?
Pat's in Telford. So this will be joining us at Pat's. So after this weekend, this is going to be available. And it's a smaller tub. It's got a different type of seal on it, different type of lid, so you don't lose the lid when it comes off, because this one comes off. And this is 100 grams, because a lot of people wanted to try it, but they didn't want to part with enough to do 400 grams. So basically this is 100 grams. So we've got smaller pots, which is a good size as well, isn't it?
So that's great, yeah, really good.
Right,
Really good.
Sprinkling those on.
So I think when we started all of this, we just wanted to see how far your food would go. So this is 300 grams of meat, chicken, and that's the base, into a selection of pots. And I think I've got 2, 3, 4. There's about 20 meals here, 25. And I still had 10 packs of chicken left over, and then I still had a selection of
27
products to go back into the freezer, which it's a really good way of, all I've got to do now is buy a pack of chicken next time, and I've got these meals again because I've got plenty of stuff left over.
So none of these containers are necessarily a balanced meal per pot, but over time you've got the bone that's in the chicken, and you've got bones that you might add into a meal like the ribs. By adding that in, you're going to get a better balance of bone and meat and offal. Have you got any offal mixes in this?
No, there is no.
No, so if you were doing this lot, then I'd probably like to see a bit more offal in the form of maybe some liver chunks, chicken liver chunks, but you only need a very small amount. So you could do every other pot, tiny little bit of liver around about that sort of size, and that will cover you for a bit of extra offal. But the minces actually have got a small amount of offal in because it comes attached to some of the meat that comes in anyway. So there is a small amount in there.
There's a stuffed carcass with lamb offal.
Stuffed carcass with lamb offal, yep, great. And that's chicken with lamb offal. It's not just fully lamb offal, it's a mixture. So you haven't got all offal in there, because that would be a bit of a squirty bum moment. Too much offal comes out like a waterfall, potentially. So I've got an order to pack for our social media manager, so that's what I'm going to do as well today, so you can see our packing. Now, we wouldn't usually do it in our lovely kitchen, but the guys in dispatch are a little bit busy, and the last thing they need is us down there with the camera when they haven't done their makeup. So yeah, basically we've got an order to pack, which is what we're doing now. Okay, so we send our orders out in a polystyrene box, whether you're local or whether you're further away. So what we like to have, if you're local to us, if you can save us these boxes, we'll reuse them as many times as we possibly can before they become unusable. So basically, yeah, so these are the poly boxes. They're a decent size, they're standard size, and they are recyclable. So if you've been on and had a look at our blog, this is not a bad product. It's a really good product for keeping the food cold and safe, which is the most important thing, to make sure that it arrives with you in a good, safe condition, so that you can just transfer it back into your freezer. And then,
so we're packing this order on Friday.
Yeah.
So this order has come in this morning.
So a Friday order coming in would be dispatched on Monday for either delivery on Tuesday or on Monday, depending on where it's going. So this is a local delivery, so this will be delivered Monday with our vans. If it was a further afield delivery with DPD, it would go out Monday for delivery on Tuesday, but we pack it today, so it's come in this morning, and it stays in our freezers for the whole weekend until it goes on to DPD van or on our van. So it stays in here, and because it's packed in the box retains the cold, and then the environment of the freezer keeps the outside cold, so it doesn't lose any temperature.
Right, so I'll put the outside box over here, behind us.
And we've got a paper order that she's put through. So what have we got?
I don't know what's on the order.
Well, marrow bones, sprats, dried puppy meat.
Right, sprats.
Yeah.
Put them to the side. They can go on the top.
They would go on the top or in a separate bag, depending on how full the boxes are.
Marrow bones.
Marrow bones,
Two
probably.
medium marrow bones.
2 medium marrow bones. There's the size of those. Perfect for Springer sized dog, realistically. This is for Rocco, isn't it? He's a lab cross, I think. Okay. I wouldn't put that in first though, because I'd want to put the base in as much as possible.
Okay, so you got
minces. So you got 24 pack. That'll probably go on its own.
Yeah, I've got that. So that is over here.
24 500 gram chicken. plenty of you are familiar with this box. We have 24 of our 500 gram chicken in here, and if we're lucky, we can maybe shiggle that around a little and put the marrow bones in there as well, so they stay nice and cold. So the less room the air's got to go around in it, the colder it stays, because it's not heating up. So the marrow bones have gone in there. White fish chunks, beef chunks, white fish, a kilo of white fish chunks, beef chunks, not our ones because all our lovely ones sold. We've got some more coming soon. So we've got Nature's Menu beef chunks in there.
What else do you like?
You've got some stuffed carcasses and tripe chunks.
Stuffed carcasses.
Some stuffed carcasses. They are a whole carcass stuffed with extra meat. So the carcass weighs around about 200 grams and the meat inside is around about 100 grams. So you've got about 300 grams in a little packet there. Really easy to feed. 2 of them going in for you, typically. Tripe chunks.
Tripe chunks.
Kilo of our lovely tripe chunks. Really popular. You've really appreciated us bringing these back. We've had loads of comments in the shops on these returning, so one of those.
Well done to the production team.
Well done to production. Yeah, thank you, production.
Got riblets.
Riblets, please. Yep. So I've got the marrow bones in the other one, so we pack it as flat as possible. There we go. We haven't got as much space, and then there should be some chips as well.
Day old chicks. Interesting meal.
Yeah.
A challenge for the most.
Right. And then we've got some treats, I think. And then there is paper.
Well,
Potentially.
I haven't got the paper.
Oh, okay. So,
Can
and
go.
some papa dried meat as well.
Puppy dried meat is here. And some sticky sticks.
These, because it's a local order, we're going to pack this up. Ideally, if you can fill up your box, you're going to keep everything nice and cold, and that's better. But we've got some paper that we would use in there as well.
There we go. That's one I made earlier.
And this is recyclable, or ideally, send it back and we'll reuse it. We put a layer of that between there. And because this is going in the freezer overnight, I wouldn't choose to put these in. I would leave these in the bag outside in ambient temperature rather than it going into the freezer. So we fill up the box with the paper, ideally a little bit more paper than that. Stop the air moving around, we can recycle it. If we were packing it to go out on the same day, I'd also probably just put these in on top, because I know you're going to get it and put it back into your freezer and put them out separately. But because it's not going out today, we're not sending that in there. We're going to keep them in ambient and these are going in the freezer.
Okay.
Yeah. Take that up.
There is an important update regarding our local deliveries. So we are going to start using these types of packaging. So when the order is on the doorstep, this is what you will be seeing. This is a prototype, but
This is just for local deliveries.
just for our local deliveries, and that will be what comes out. So we're cutting down on our use of cardboard because we've been told that the cardboard boxes are
Well, people don't want them in their waste. And we're happy to have them back, but also we have trialled it the last couple of weeks without a box, and it's been fine. A couple more lifting things for the drivers, but as long as we stick them up properly, they're okay. So at least we've got this. This is going to stop the lids from opening when it's out on your doorstep. The product inside will still say fine. We won't be using these on DPD. It will only be for local deliveries.
okay.
Yeah. Other than that, for the time being, goes in the double box.
Sellotape
Yeah.
and the
These will go in the Nurturing by Nature bag because it's a local delivery. If these were going out on a DPD delivery, we'd pack it in later on to make sure it's all together and keep it so it doesn't get wet. 1, 2 and 3.
and then delivery sticker that's obviously got no details on it for obvious reasons.
On the side.
Otherwise we've let everybody know where footsteps.
Yeah. She wants you all popping around there. I want to thank you for your order.
What's that asking for?
It says, if you love this, please review us on Facebook, Google or FIFU or Instagram. You could always leave us a message on there or tag us in your unboxing stuff.
And why is that? And what's the importance of that? What does that do for our teams? What do you do with those?
Well, feedback goes back to the teams.
Yeah, and that's so. Quite often, we've been down on the production lines and we've been packing orders on the dispatch lines. You don't really appreciate where this box ends up. And what we found is by sharing the reviews that we get internally, we have some really good conversations around how we can improve our customer service, whether our customers enjoy our service, so we can keep doing that. And it's just invaluable feedback. So yeah, thank you very much for your reviews. Okay, can I put that in the freezer?
Yeah, this must go in a bag because she's got the Neptune jar as well.
Okay. That's I have got a bag. See, I have well prepared.
On your first order of the Neptune's yard, you should get a nice bag like this as well. So that'll go in there with the treats. And if it's raining, it'll probably go in an outer bag to keep it all nice and tidy and clean. And it'll all be labelled up with the details of the order on. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. So I'm off to PAX this weekend, which is in Telford, which is a pet and animal trade show. With our little tubs of Neptune gel. With these guys, we've got some bones that we're taking as well, so if you're a retailer,
Some bones?
come and find us. Yes.
What bones? What bones are we taking?
We've got marrow bones going to the show, so we've got enough packs that we can offer them out for retail as well.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, look out for these in the next couple of weeks coming on the website. We should probably have enough for pats, and then we've got some more coming in from the supplier and the packaging company as well, coming up shortly.
And why have you changed the label? Why is the name changed?
The name is changed from fermented seaweed to the Skin and Coat Neptune's Yard Natural Prebiotic Supplement Skin and Coat, because people can relate to that better. We didn't understand fermented seaweed and what that does, so by having Skin and Coat on the label, then you can directly see how it affects your pet.
So the
So not only the digestion, it's the skin and coat. That's what we've had the most reports back on to say that's how it's helping you and how it's working.
and what about the conversation we had with your mum about the prebiotics, probiotics? Your mum is immensely knowledgeable, isn't she? So when we were talking to your mum about like this product, like mum, we found this product and we want to bring it to market.
Well, she wanted to bring it to market. She said that it's going to be exceptional for any animal, even if it's on a dry, kibble-based diet. This is going to improve and enhance that animal's health, regardless of what it's being fed. So she wanted to get this onto the market, so it doesn't matter if it's a raw-fed dog or a...
No, it doesn't.
And it's just basically you're going to help the guts to digest their food better, because you're feeding the probiotics, which are the bacteria in the guts with the prebiotic, and then obviously that's going to help to digest their food better, and everyone's going to be happier.
But what did we find? Because most of our community are raw fed, so their digestion system
Already works.
really works well.
Yep.
We found that our community was saying that they saw a noticeable change in the skin and coat, and that was where we did a bit of a workshop here following the feedback from last year's show. We've gained feedback from our customers, and skin and coat improvements along with digestion is all in the information of the product. However, it was the most prominent change that everybody was noticing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's it then.
that is it. Right.
Well,
Have a
have
great
a nice
weekend.
weekend. Have a enjoyable weekend. I will see whoever is at Telford this weekend, and we'll catch up again next week. Take care.